Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Peaceful series. This is probably gonna be the second last or last episode we play in 1.16. We want to update to the snapshot soon in order to goof around a little bit with the new feature, make some smaller farms for it, and just have a little bit of fun. We want to update to the snapshot from 2 weeks ago because on the most recent one they actually removed a glitch that was important for us. It allowed us to resummon the dragon in Peaceful without having any end crystals. And this is important for us because we had the goal to get all the achievements. Currently, I'm the only one that killed the Ender Dragon, but we want to get all the achievements for everybody. So we want to use this glitch. 21W18A is the last version where this is possible. In that snapshot, we also have access to candles and bundles, which we could check out. But yeah, still 1.16 today. Plan for today, or the first thing I want to work on, is a TNT blast chamber. Something else we planned a long time in order to hook up a tree farm and other small farms. And what I was mostly looking forward to is having a way to automate the log stripping even more. We currently already have a small setup here at the main storage. So you just put in normal logs in there, and a dropper would dispense them to you. And then you could turn this on, stand AFK, and strip the logs and break them. Works okay-ish. Unfortunately, it's not reliable with the client. Some of the logs don't get stripped. Kinda works, but yeah, not as good as what we have in mind. So what we have in mind is some kind of contraption where one player places down all the logs, Piston pushes them on the side, and he has a second player that strips all the logs that pass by, and then they're pushed into the TNT blast chamber where they're blown up and put into the storage system. So this way we get a faster system. It should be twice as fast as this one here, and it should also be reliable. Of course, I already have a blast chamber that we could use. So this one here works perfectly fine. So here we got a cobblestone generator hooked up to it. Instead of pushing in the cobble blocks, we could also push in the stripped logs instead. Why I'm not using this one here? Well, it works perfectly fine, but I want to design a new one, not for me, but for people to use it. So this design here, despite working perfectly fine, was causing issues for some people that didn't watch the tutorial or didn't listen to my instructions how to use it. So the problem with this design was for some people that they didn't place down some additional blocks. So in order for the blast chamber to work perfectly fine, both sides here had to be synchronized. And if you built the blast chamber the first time, you had to place those cobble blocks or other blocks in order to make sure. So if you would leave out those blocks here, which a lot of people did, and just build it without any cobble, for example, then the contraption wouldn't work. Another issue, if you made a mistake, the cobble was always pushed in from the side. If you made a mistake, there was a chance that it actually got pushed in the middle. And then a TNT could land on top of the cobble and blow part of the machinery up. So that's also something I want to avoid with the new design. So the new design is probably going to be a bit more complicated, but it should get around those issues. Another thing is I'm using a lot of T flip-flops here on the side. And if you made a mistake, some people had issues getting those T flip-flops back to the default state. So the contraption here is really compact, but in case you make a mistake, it was a bit hard for some people to fix it. So the goal for the new design is no block should be pushed in the middle where the TNT would drop down. Then you're not supposed to place any additional blocks, and it shouldn't use any T flip-flops. So this is the design goal for the new blast chamber. It's not that I need it, but I think it would be helpful for people. Here we got the piston layout of the old design. So we got cobblestone being pushed in from the side here. And then some of the pistons didn't fire. So this rope was basically completely filled up. As soon as the last block arrived here, the blocks were getting pushed over. Here we actually pushed over the cobble to this piston and I pushed it in from the side 4 times in total. Those 3 pistons here in the middle also fired 3 times. These two, and yeah, on the other side, 1 out of 4 times didn't fire, and this one only fired 1 out of 4 times. So that's basically what we got the T flip-flops here in the back. They kept track of that. The problem was if you made a mistake, this piston here would push a block in the middle. In order to avoid this, I'm gonna use this piston layout instead, which is a lot larger, and it also requires to split up the incoming blocks into 4 different streams. But here the advantage is that we don't need any T flip-flops. So the way I want to do this is I want to use the push limit. So those pistons can only push this far. In case you do anything wrong, then you couldn't push in the middle. So the contraption wouldn't blow up because the pistons can only push 12 blocks. And this is also kind of useful because then we don't need any T flip-flops. So the pistons here can only push this far. Any additional blocks couldn't be pushed. They would just remain behind in here. So I'm gonna go with this piston layout. In the end, it's gonna be a bit larger than this one here, and require more redstone and more resources to build, but it has the other advantages. So I could either go for the compact version, which also requires less build effort, or the safe one, basically. That's the idea. Alright, I was able to convert my ideas into a working contraption. So this is the new blast chamber. It looks a bit messier than the old one, but it has all of those security features. So I can start it up right here. Just gonna use a command block. It basically places down blocks here. That's all the command blocks do. Okay, we need to turn on the fill updates here on the carpet server. Otherwise, it wouldn't update. Fill updates, true. And then the blocks will get pushed out. Alright, we're also using different colors here, so you can see how the blocks will be split up in the end. So the first thing we do is basically split up the main stream into 2 streams, and then we further split that one up into another 2 streams, so we get 4 in total. And as you saw in the beginning, not a single block had to be placed to start up the farm the first time. Because of the way it's designed, it's gonna distribute the blocks evenly to all the sides. And yeah, here we got the 5 blocks. They would push in the blocks later. So you can already see how everything comes into place. Gonna take a while until the blocks finally arrive in the middle. I can also speed this up a little bit if I set the tick rate a bit higher. There we go. Then, yeah, blocks are getting pushed down. So because of the timings here, it's also not a problem if one of those pistons can't push out the blocks. It's all timed perfectly without any T flip-flops. So we actually use the push limit to our advantage and still get the nice shape here in the middle. We can blow up 240 blocks with a single TNT. It is quite TNT efficient, and it has a basically 100% return rate of the blocks you put into the system. So the big advantage of the system would be in case you make any mistake, you can always just break all the blocks that are getting pushed in, make sure everything is built correctly, and then start it up again without having to worry about any T flip-flops. And we're back in survival. So I sent the blast chamber design to Glotz, and he hooked up everything to it. So we got a tree farm hooked up to it, a basalt generator, a cobblestone generator, a mushroom block farm, strip block system, etc. Some of the farms I already designed a while ago, like the tree farm here or the brown mushroom farm over there. But Klotz also designed, for example, the red mushroom block farm. Alright, I think Klotz just joined the server. He's gonna show us around and explain everything.
Completely, yes.
Oh, really?
So we do have all the blocks in store.
Okay.
Let me quickly look through what we
Oh,
had
even
here.
stripped?
We had the brown mushroom farm, red mushroom farm, block storage, tree farm, cobblestone and basalt generator, and stripper module.
Mm-hmm. Should we just test everything out?
Sure, we could do that.
Let's maybe
me
start with the university farm.
Yep.
So
We
we
have
have
that set up.
saplings in there. I'm just gonna take some. Do they automatically get refilled here?
Yep.
Oh, that's convenient. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's start with this one here. Universal tree farm.
You
Ah, that was the
just
oak
turned off
switch.
oak mode. Yeah, the
Okay, we pulled it out. We need to do that anyway. I'm gonna try it. How do you turn it on
Now,
again? I don't know my own farm anymore.
No, this is here in the back. It's centrally controlled so that you don't activate two modules.
Ah,
So we
okay.
have a lockout mechanism so that you can't run two farms at the same time.
Okay, so this is tree farm?
Yep, that's the tree farm.
Just gonna place one of each sapling, I guess. So let's start with spruce. Okay. And I threw my axe into the system. But yeah. Okay, birch. Jungle. And yeah, we also get enough saplings back, of course, with this farm here. Can do acacia.
And for oak, remember to turn off the switch.
Yeah. Do I just... I can activate the switch and then we do an oak, yeah. Alright. What?
I think the flying machine didn't went back fully when you activated it.
Should have waited.
There's a small...
Yep.
One slice is messed up.
Okay.
Oh, but it's not too bad. At least it's not one of the side slices.
Yep.
That could have been... Yeah, then we just need to rebuild the flying machine.
We can fix that.
We can do that later.
Yep. Okay, already destroyed one farm.
Let's see how many we get.
Yeah. Should we maybe turn on the cobble farm so we can actually see the blast chamber working? So I think it's probably best if I go and spectator for this.
Yep.
Okay, /CS. So we got the cobble farm here in the back. Yeah, this is basically where the streams of tree farm and cobble farm merge. You can follow this to the blast chamber for once. Yeah, it snakes around, and this is already part of the blast chamber. Okay, still got a lot of logs in there from the tree farm we've been running. Yeah, there you can see the different types of logs incoming, and then a little bit of basalt that was still in the cobble farm, and now the coal will arrive, and eventually will get blown up here. And I'm just gonna follow the item water stream. So there's a central storage system, so everything would go up here. And yeah, here is the storage for all the items. Okay, then yeah, let's show the other functionality. Let's switch to basalt, right?
Don't need to turn it off. There's
okay.
Now it's switched. And we get basalt now.
So this is the same farm. You can readjust it. Instead of making cobble, we can also make basalt here, and yeah. Also goes to the blast chamber.
And we can turn that off. This one is just for manual block input, so if we would get like the warped stems from the other tree farm or dark oak, you would just stand here. At the moment it's locked up here. But this would turn that off. Let you place in blocks again, and then they would also go into the blast chamber. This would be for like if you want to strip logs. So then we would...
Should I climb down here so that the second player probably strips them down there? Where is this?
Yeah. Exactly. It would be down here. Then there's even like a small X crafter in the back. So if we would set like a bot up here, he would just automatically strip all the logs.
Iron X, yeah.
Yeah.
So one player places them up here, and then just stands there, and everything gets stripped. Do we have some to show it real quick? We could also use a different type of log. Let's just use spruce logs.
Yeah, I'll just take a few out of the storage and just put them in manually.
Okay.
Remember to turn off fast block placement, because that doesn't work.
I
Uh,
remember. Sorry, I ran into the issue today.
yeah.
Okay, let's turn off.
Okay.
Let's just
Uh,
place down a couple.
do you just want to strip it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand
Okay.
here. So I can also stand here now. We can see it. Yeah, it's basically the fast way to get the stripped logs.
Mm-hmm.
But we can also directly stand at the output stream of the tree farm. So this way we don't need to place them down. There's also a possibility.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
this is the spot where everything merges.
yeah,
So if we just
yeah.
switch on the tree farm,
The
this would
broken tree
also go
farm.
up
Yeah,
there. Yeah,
yeah.
if we would want to turn
Yeah,
it on.
basically the logs from tree farm will come from here, and then yeah, I can strip it. And yeah, okay.
Yeah. So the only two things that are left are the mushroom farms, and they're we could actually run them because so the storage is filled up at the moment with the
Mm.
normal mushrooms,
Mm-hmm.
but we also have a block storage that I haven't
Damn,
activated yet.
didn't know you built that one as well.
Yeah,
We already built it once in the series for the mushroom stems
mhm,
specifically, but here we store the completely yeah,
the entire mushroom.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we
So
got
so we can select either the red one or the brown
mhm,
one.
okay.
And here's just an override for just the mushroom
Mhm,
farms. They have a separate stream. They then merge and then either get pushed to the blast chamber to get the normal mushrooms
okay.
or to the block storage.
Yeah, shall we
Uh,
run the brown mushroom farm?
yep.
Okay. Put it on
Okay.
here.
I'll just take one. Have you activated it? Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So this
So
is
I'll just
actually the
place down the
farm that
mushroom.
I designed here. The design goal was to um, be bone meal efficient and let the mushroom grow to any height. So this,
Also, we just gotten a max height on the
yeah,
first try.
1 in 12 chance to get a really tall one. Yeah. Would actually be better if we get a smaller one, so we can actually see the flying machine going down, grabbing the cap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see if we can get a
Now I
small
got
one.
drop
Yeah,
another
that's a
one.
better one. Okay, now we got the big flying machine going down, grabbing the cap, bringing it up, and then all the blocks are put into the block conveyors, and then the stems are pushed to the side. So it's all timed perfectly. The stems and the normal mushroom blocks, they also merge. There we
Mhm.
go. Go into the same stream, and then they push towards the big block
Yeah.
storage. But we can also send it to the blast chamber, and then we get brown mushrooms.
Yeah, the normal mushrooms.
Hmm.
The
Okay.
only thing that I switched up a little bit was that I have this block be removed because if
Mm-hmm.
we have bots here that always place the
Mm,
mushrooms would get broken by the flying machine on the way
I
back.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the only tweak I made. But
Okay.
yeah, other than that, it's completely how you design it.
Okay.
The other thing is a red mushroom farm that I designed, but there's already a better version that I made, which has a way better piston sequence, but it still works.
Yeah. Okay. Should I turn
So I
on
can
switch?
activate it.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Let's see how this one
So
works. I haven't seen that one at all yet.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
blocks get pushed in from the side
Mm-hmm.
and gets pushed over to a system where we handle the blocks. Gets pushed forward again. Then it returns.
Okay. Let's see another one.
Then again, the block gets pushed in.
Yep.
There we go again.
That's also pretty neat. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's basically, I think, everything that we have here.
Technically, I think there's a concrete converter we have as well, right?
Well, this is the same thing for the manual input where we
Mhm.
have the logs. It's the same
Okay.
station.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Here's the water in the back that turns the concrete powder into concrete.
yeah,
But
but
in our
since we
case,
have the factory,
yeah, we
we
have to
don't use it.
we do it all in one step. We don't really need that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's basically this entire construct.
It's super useful, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, thanks, guys, for showing us around.
Yeah.
Alright, I fixed the tree farm again, and it's again functional. So you can farm all kinds of trees here again. Everything pushed is towards the blast chamber. Okay, super nice that we actually got this project done on peaceful. A lot of work went into this. As you can see, there's a lot of redstone. Okay, yeah, I'm super happy with this one. I think we should end the episode here, so there will be another peaceful episode before we update to the snapshots. We still got the whole peaceful perimeter for the mob farms, where we're currently also working on. That's gonna be part of the next episode, and then I'm really looking forward to updating to the snapshots, getting copper, getting some of the new blocks. It will be a lot of fun. Alright, thanks guys for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.